I remain your premier knowledge partner, and my name is Mogboji Emmanuel Osoro. Today we'll be discussing how to use Chatgpt for empirical review. This training will benefit students at all levels. This training will benefit lecturers, professors, senior academics. This training will benefit research consultant. As much as you have anything to do with academic research, please pick up a seat, feel relaxed, and let's discuss how you can use ChatGPT, whether Plus, Pro, to perform empirical review. The last 2 weeks, we discussed how you can actually use ChatGPT to review a research paper to be sure that the research was conducted in line with the approved template, in line with the expected outcome of such research. That was a live training. It's not like this one that is pre-recorded, but because of some challenges we had during that training, we have to move back to our pre-recorded to make sure that we cover all our audience. People have different time schedules, doing different things at different times. So having to gather them at the same time is always a difficult issue. So let me also digress a little. If you currently have access to ChatGPT Plus, this is an opportunity for you. You can remit 10,000 naira for the next phase. Our ChatGPT Pro will be the next ChatGPT Pro will be activated soon, and we are trying to activate it when the current ChatGPT Pro will be ending. That will be close to, I will still verify when it will be ending. So if you currently have access to ChatGPT Plus and you want to move to ChatGPT Pro, the next subscription will be starting soon, but you can start making your payments now because we don't allow more than 30 persons in a particular ChatGPT Pro account. It's about 30. The ChatGPT Pro account is what we dedicated to our students, but we're also making it available for anyone who wants to have access to that package. You understand me? Now we are making such huge investment to make sure that people we are training for artificial intelligence, we have different artificial intelligence training packages. Those we are training should have access to tools, relevant tools that will help them practice what they have been learning, and ChatGPT is one of them. So if you want to join the next batch, it's 10,000 naira. Make your payment to our account. The account is in the comment section. Make your payment to our account, then submit your payment evidence via the link that is also in the comment section. Then you will be registered for the next batch. Once we make the subscription, your name will be moved there. And let me also point it out, if you are currently under Pro and you want to be part of the next Pro, the next Pro will be starting the moment this current Pro ends. So it will be ending soon based on my calculation. I will still verify. If you want to be part of them, please make your payment now and submit your evidence of payment so that by then you will just be moved to Pro. But if you don't want Pro, our Plus is always available. We have different Plus package. All you just need to do is to pay 5,000 and you will join the Plus package. That is all about that. And the next important announcement I want to make before we start this discussion is relating to access to ChatGPT. Because I want to serve everybody to my best capacity, we currently have 2 staff dedicated for ChatGPT issues. I can't be attending to everything. That is why I have to engage 2 staff to make sure that they are monitoring whatever that is happening in ChatGPT. And I cannot employ somebody and I will be expecting the person to work at night for me. There should be work-life balance. So if you are calling for anything ChatGPT, please call from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. when my staff will be in the office. Anything outside that, please do not submit any complaint to me. I won't accept such complaint. Call between 8 to 5 or 5:30. By then, my staff will be available to attend to any issue you are raising. And if you call them, they are busy attending to another person. Please just exercise little patience and they will definitely call back or you call back. That is that. So let's work as a team so that we can be able to enjoy the full benefit attached to this opportunity we have made available for everyone. So let's now continue our training. How to use ChatGPT for empirical review. Now, let's start by asking the question, why empirical review? Why do you actually need to do empirical review? Number one is to show evidence of what has been done. Evidence, let me increase the screen so that we can all see it very well. Good. I think it's better like this. Please, all you need to do for me is to pay close attention. If you are too busy now, come back and visit the link again and watch all we are saying here so that you can be able to gain a whole lot of insights and not miss anything. Why empirical review? Why do we need to do empirical review when conducting research? Number one is to show evidence of what has been done. There is a Bekuna proverb that states that a young cock cannot crow until it hears from the old ones. And even some of us from the part of Africa, there are some things that when we want to do, then we try to use proverb, to use the words of our elders to justify what we are about to do now. You understand me now? So that is same thing as in research. You try to hear what other people have done within that area you are trying to do something. You understand? That will really help a whole lot. Then the number two is to identify research gap. Now, when you have reviewed what other people have done, evidences of what has been done, in the process, you will actually identify research gaps. Research gaps can be methodological gaps, it can be population gap, it can be conceptual gap, it can be theoretical gap, it can be any other. There are so many other research. Maybe I will do training on the area of research gap, you understand, so that we all benefit from it. So reviewing literature, empirical review will actually help us identify research gap. Then the third one is to compare and contrast findings. Yes, you see you see Okeke and Oka for 2020 coming up with these particular findings. You will now see Oyedepo, my Professor Oyedepo, your name comes to my mind a whole lot. I see a whole lot of work you've done in research field. Professor Oyedepo is in Leeds City University, has been a good mentor all the way. So let's assume Professor Oyedepo conducted some research on forensic accounting and come up with his own finding. You try to actually compare and contrast all these findings, you understand me now, to help you gain a whole lot of insight. That is what one of the reasons why we go into empirical review. Then the fourth one is support your theoretical framework. You understand? So when you have theories to use and justify your study, you have to actually review empirical studies of other persons to see whether their findings actually align the theory they have proposed in the study or the theory they use to justify the study. Then the number five is to guide your research methodology. When you see what A, B, C have done, it will now help you to actually know, okay, Mr. A used uh, uh, qualitative methodology, Mr. B used quantitative methodology. You have to see different methodologies used to actually carry out the study you are also about to carry. Studies within the same area of interest you are currently focusing on. Then the next one is to strengthen credibility of your work. When you are done with your work now, coming up with your own findings, you have to state whether your own findings agree with the findings of others or it deviates from these findings of other researchers. Helps to strengthen the credibility of your work, showing that yes, your study is not just a mere opinion, it's not a mere assumption. You understand me now? So the next thing I want us to look at now is how to start. How to start. Now, before you start your empirical review, the first thing you need to have in mind is to know the topic. What topic are you working on? What topic actually are you working on? Then the second thing is to determine the research questions, objectives, and hypothesis. Yes, you must know the research questions, objectives, and hypothesis. If you don't know this, please take time to structure them first of all before you proceed to doing your empirical review. Then the next one is select the empirical review approach. Are you conducting your empirical review using objective focus review or the title focus review? Um, when we are talking about objective focus review, it means that you are reviewing each objective of your study. You are reviewing, okay, who are people who have done something on objective one, who are people who have done something on objective two, who are people who have done something on objective three, and so on and so forth. We have AI training package that covers all these phases, how you can even determine topics that can focus on contemporary issues within your area of interest, how to use AI to determine research questions, objectives, and hypotheses, and so many other things you need to learn. If you have not subscribed to our AI practical training, reach out to my admin officers. You either subscribe through Veristzon AI or you subscribe through the International Institute of Artificial Intelligence and Research. We all have different packages to make sure that we cover different interest areas, no matter what you want to learn in research or no matter what you want to learn as regards artificial intelligence application in research, we have them on ground. So the title focus review is where you just pick the title and try to see people who have done different things within that subject area. Then when you are done with all these things now, determining the approach you want to use, then the next one is how to use ChatGPT. This is now a practical section, and I want you to follow me carefully as I walk you through how you can actually use ChatGPT to carry out the empirical review. But before we proceed, let's first of all come up with the research topic that we will be studying here. Research topic. Okay, let's look at effects of artificial, because I'm looking for a topic that will be general, everybody will relate with, so that you not say we are discussing science or art or whatever. This one relates to everybody. Effect of artificial intelligence on performance of researchers in Africa. Yeah, I'm using the word Africa because currently this training is going to different African countries. We have our people in Ghana, our people in Nigeria, our people in Cameroon, our people in Kenya, our people in Gambia, our people in Sierra Leone, our people in Rwanda. There are so many countries that are currently listening to what I'm saying now. And I really appreciate what we are doing together. All I will say is let's continue building capacities. There is no limit to knowledge acquisition. The more you acquire, the more you become better in whatever you are doing. So let's focus on this topic. Yeah, it's just a simple topic we can researcher. Okay. Then the one we'll be doing now will be topic based. That is, we'll be using topic to actually do the empirical review. Let me change the format of this. Okay, let's put it like this. So let's just say this is the starting point of our research work. Please follow me carefully. Very, very important. Effect of artificial intelligence on the performance of researchers in Africa. I don't know why it's showing red, but let me just not focus on that one first. So this is our topic here now, and what we want to do is the empirical review. Empirical review is part of literature review. In case you are new to research and you are not that grounded, empirical review is part of literature review. In literature review, we talk much about conceptual review, theoretical review, empirical review, research gap, and so many other things that may come in place. You understand? So let's say this is our empirical review section, and this is the topic we are working on. So the first thing you need to do is copy this topic like this and go to artificial intelligence. Let's go to ChatGPT, log in. Is my ChatGPT here. I'm currently on the plus package, the one we use for our office work here. Yeah. So this is the topic. I can now tell ChatGPT. The first one now is maybe I want to source literatures. Let's say I want to get 10 literatures that are focused on this topic. I'll say list, okay, let me make it five. List five journal papers that are focused on this subject ensure the journal papers are from, okay, maybe I want to use Scopus standard, are from Scopus index journals, or however you want to put the grammar. Yeah. Ensure the journals are traceable online. I don't want any journal. Then I also want to include the link to download each paper. So let me stop here. So I will send and wait for ChatGPT to bring out journals that are centered on this area. If you are part of our training under IIAR, International Institute of Artificial Intelligence, you will see different tools you can actually use to get uh, thousands of research papers that are focused on this. And how much is this our IIAR? It's just 76,700. And you know that if you even register, we'll still give you access to ChatGPT. Yes. So just 76,000 naira, and you will be exposed to over 10 AI platforms, more than 10, I think. Then over 80, should be around 80 or so, over 80 modules to cover. After going through this training, you become a guru in terms of research. Let me put it like that. So we have so many other tools. AI is doing its work, but let's still be interacting while we are waiting for ChatGPT to get us the result we requested for. Yeah, if you go through our IIAR, you will not just be learning ChatGPT alone. There are some tools that the moment you key in this topic we have keyed in like this now, the moment you key in, you will see a whole lot of and see how they are all connected and how you can go about it. So if you have not registered for our IIAR, now that is still on 50% discount, you are just take advantage. You will have access to ChatGPT, You will also have access to all these things that will help make your job easy, simple, fast, and stress-free. You can see ChatGPT has given us a whole lot of papers. You can see this one, artificial intelligence in South African universities. These are the researchers. If you want to download it, this is the link to use and download it. And this is the second one, strategic goals for artificial intelligence integration among STEM academics and undergraduate in Africa, higher education, a systematic review. If you want to download it, these are all verified. Now, most times you think is you can just be relying on the free version of ChatGPT, or maybe you want to opt for the cheaper access to ChatGPT you are seeing there. Think about what you are gaining from this package, the training we give to you from time to time, which we don't charge you. And let me also point it out, the last time we did training on how to review our research papers, we made it clear that we'll be issuing certificate. Yeah, we've not issued that certificate, and that is because we still want to cover this section before we will issue that certificate. This is the second part of it. You understand me now? So make sure that you you write your name or anything showing that you participated in this training under the comment section, because that is what will qualify you to collect certificate on how to use ChatGPT to review empirical studies, maybe to review research papers and so many other things like that. So that being said, what we'll now do is, since we already have 5 papers related to what we are doing, we will now give additional instruction, what we call AI prompts. We'll now give additional instruction here. Write an empirical review. The review should focus on the review should start with the name of the author or authors, the year of publication. That is how review is always structured. The year of the publication, the title of the study, the method, the area of the study, the methodology used for the study, Oh, you don't send. I'm not done though. Let me cancel it. I've canceled it. So let me pick the instruction again and continue. Write an empirical review using the above 5 journal papers. Okay. The review should start with the name of the authors, the year of the publication, the title of the study, the area of the study, the methodology for the study, the findings of the study, the conclusion and recommendation of the study. That is all. Good. So this is an opportunity for you to know things you actually need to cover when you are doing your empirical review. We want to see the name of the author. We want to see the year. We want to see the topic the study focused on. We want to see the methodology used for the study. We want to see the findings. We also want to see the conclusion. We want to see the recommendation. Majorly, these 7 things should appear in your empirical review. Now, each review should be in one paragraph. Yes, that is the standard way to do empirical review. So there's no need of trying to combine two studies. As no. Each empirical review should be in one paragraph. Should be in one paragraph. What else? Make it robust. Let me just add this one. Make it robust. So this is also telling you things you really need to focus on when you are giving instruction to artificial intelligence. Always make it specific, make it clear so that they always have this in mind. The quality of input determines the quality of output. If you give wrong instruction, you get wrong output from artificial intelligence. So let's now send it and wait and see what we will get from ChatGPT for the above. Give it time and allow it to do its work. While we are waiting, let me still emphasize, you can start making payment for the next subscription for your ChatGPT Plus or ChatGPT Pro. If you are interested in Pro, please and please, we only accept 30 people for each account. 30 persons. We only have 30 slots. Some persons already made payments for the next subscription. If you are interested in the next subscription, please make your payment so that you will be part of those that will be in Pro. ChatGPT Plus is always available. You can make your payment anytime that your call will add you to it. But the Pro is actually not for everybody. It's for the fastest fingers, or how do I put it, and is for limited number of persons. If you want it, make payment. It is 10,000 naira. Make payments and secure your slots. Don't wait till your current subscription ends before you say you want to make payment. And here we have a robust record. No matter how and when it happened, if you come back, we will trace it and show you how it happened to support your argument. So that is that. ChatGPT has given us a feedback. You can see it has given us a feedback. Let's count it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's exactly the 5. Let's compare it to be sure that the review was done in line with the papers that was given to us. This one was from Memela. This one was from Falebita. This one was from Obura. This one was from okay, let's look at it. Memela, Falebita, Obura. Good. They are all in order. Now, if you still check it again, they are not actually structured the way they should structure. We cannot copy this thing like this and paste in the body of our research work. You can see, because inside it we have something like methodology, findings, they be just discussing differently the way I give the instruction. So I will now give additional instruction. Learn how to work with ChatGPT as if ChatGPT is your PA. If you send your PA a message and your PA comes back to you and the message is not the way the feedback, it doesn't reflect what you wanted, what you need to do is to give additional information. That's how you should be working with ChatGPT to be able to get the kind of result you want. So the next thing I will do now is to give additional information. Write a final draft that I will add to the body of my research. Do not mention the do not mention methodology. Do not mention methodology, findings, and others inside the draft. Let's see. You can see this one now. Clean. All those things have been removed. So what I will now do now is to copy this like this and take it to the body of the work. This is the empirical review section. Now that is not all. Let's go back. That is not all. Let's go back. I need the reference, right? And I don't want to start opening those materials one after the other to get the reference. What I will now do is to tell ChatGPT, write the references using a seventh edition style. So with this now, ChatGPT will now give us the references. You can see it. And if you want to verify whether these references are correct, all you just need to do is to tap the link in these references and it will take you to the body of the work. Anyone you tap and it fails to take you to the body of the research paper, it's either that journal paper is wrong or maybe AI made a mistake in generating the DOI of the paper. So what you need to do in that case is to actually trace the paper yourself online. You can see this one, it's available. You can see it. Let's check the second one again. Okay, let's check the last one. Network can waste time sometimes. Let's still check another one again. You can see this is exactly what I was saying. You can see this one now, the paper can be correct and it's happened that the DOI, because the DOI is what it will use to trace the paper, is not correct. So what you may do in this case now is to copy this topic like this and give it to Google and trace. If that paper is valid, you will definitely see it online. You can see it. This is this paper online now. But the DOI, ChatGPT made a mistake in generating the DOI. So the DOI was wrong. And the DOI is what it should have used to actually get us the paper. So this is the paper here. But the DOI here is wrong. So this is all you need to know about using ChatGPT to do empirical review where and when necessary. Always stay tuned and don't forget to update your subscription so that it won't pull you out the moment your current subscription elapses. To make your payment, you know that you're already in the platform. And the last one, please and please, this is one family. If you are reaching out to any of my admin officers, any of my staff, treat them as your younger ones. Listen to them, listen to them, and let's work together. Let's work together. You understand? We may not be able to provide you everything you need, but the little we are doing, we should make sure that we do it correctly so that both of us will keep learning and keep getting better. See you in the next phase where we'll still discuss other relevant things that will support our individual growth. So you have learned a whole lot about empirical review, how to use ChatGPT to do that. See you next time.